Hey, everybody, welcome back to the Guiding Lights series podcast. I'm Joshua Kangley, and I'm so glad you're here with me today because we're diving into something that affects every single one of us, and yet so many of us seem to struggle with it, and that is sleep. I don't think we talk about sleep enough and really just how important it is. So, today's episode is all about healthy sleep hygiene and why it truly is the foundation of our overall well being. If you've been tossing and turning at night, hitting the snooze button multiple times in the morning, or just feel like you're dragging through your days, this episode is for you. So grab your favorite beverage, get comfortable, and let's talk about how you can transform your nights and ultimately your life. So let's start with something we can all relate to. We live in this fast paced, high stress world where sleep often gets pushed to the bottom of our priority list. We've got work deadlines, family obligations, social commitments, and somehow sleep becomes the thing we sacrifice to fit it all in. But here's the thing, and I want you all to realize how important this really is. Sleep isn't optional. It's not a luxury we can afford to skip. Sleep is absolutely critical to our overall well being. It influences our mood, our ability to think clearly, our physical health, really every aspect of how we function as human beings. And that's exactly why developing healthy sleep hygiene habits is so essential. It ensures we get the restorative sleep our bodies desperately need to function at their best. Okay, so what exactly am I talking about when I say sleep hygiene? It's a great question. Let's dive into that a little bit. Sleep hygiene refers to a set of practices and habits that promote consistent, uninterrupted, and high quality sleep. Think of it as creating the optimal conditions for your body and mind to rest and recharge. Good sleep hygiene can help you fall asleep more easily, stay asleep throughout the night, and more importantly, wake up feeling refreshed and energized instead of groggy and reaching for that third cup of coffee. Let me walk you through 7 key elements of healthy sleep hygiene. These are practical, actionable tips you can start implementing tonight. Number one, maintain a consistent sleep schedule. This might sound simple, but it's incredibly powerful. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day helps regulate your body's internal clock, sometimes called your circadian rhythm. When you maintain this consistency, it becomes easier to fall asleep at night and wake up in the morning. Your body starts to anticipate when it's time to sleep and when it's time to be awake. And here's the kicker: try to keep this schedule even on weekends. I know. Sleeping in on Saturday morning sounds amazing, but disrupting your sleep pattern can make Monday morning that much harder. Number two, create a relaxing bedtime routine. Think about how we help children wind down before bed. We give them a bath, read them a story. We create this calming environment. Well, guess what? We as adults need that too. Establishing a calming pre sleep routine signals to your body that it's time to wind down. This could be reading a book, taking a warm bath, or practicing relaxation techniques like deep breathing or meditation. The key here is to find what works for you and make it a ritual. Your body will start to recognize these cues and begin preparing for sleep. Number three, optimize your sleep environment. Your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep, not a multi purpose room where you work, eat, watch TV, and oh, yeah, sometimes sleep. Make sure your sleeping environment is cool, quiet, and dark. Invest in a comfortable mattress and pillows that support your body properly. If you're sensitive to light or noise, consider using blackout curtains or a white noise machine. And yes, temperature matters too. Most sleep experts recommend keeping your bedroom somewhere between 60 and 67 degrees Fahrenheit. It might feel a bit cool at first, but your body actually sleeps better in a cooler environment. Number four, limit exposure to screens before bed. Okay, I know this is a tough one for a lot of us. We are all guilty of scrolling through our phones right before trying to sleep, right? But here's what's happening. The blue light emitted by phones, tablets, and computers interferes with the production of melatonin. And melatonin is a hormone that regulates sleep. It's what makes you feel drowsy and ready for bed. So try to avoid screens at least an hour before bedtime. Instead, opt for activities that help you relax without the stimulating effects of screens. Remember that bedtime routine we talked about earlier? This is where it really comes in handy. Number 5, be mindful of food and drink. What you consume before bed can significantly impact your sleep quality. So avoid large meals, caffeine, and alcohol in the hours leading up to bedtime. Now, you might be thinking, wait a minute, doesn't alcohol make me sleepy? And yes, it might make you feel sleepy initially, but it actually disrupts your sleep cycle later in the night. So you might fall asleep faster, but the quality of that sleep is compromised. And caffeine is another big one, as it stays in your system longer than you might think. That afternoon coffee could still be affecting you at bedtime. Number 6, stay active throughout the day. Regular physical activity can help you fall asleep faster and enjoy deeper sleep. As a matter of fact, exercise is amazing for sleep quality, but timing matters. So try to complete your workout at least a few hours before bedtime. Exercising too close to bedtime can actually have the opposite effect. It can energize you and make it harder to fall asleep. A morning or afternoon workout is ideal for most people when it comes to promoting better sleep at night. Number 7, manage stress and anxiety. And this is huge. Stress and anxiety are some of the most common culprits of poor sleep. We've all been there, lying in bed, mind racing, worrying about tomorrow's presentation, or replaying in our mind an awkward conversation from earlier that day. Incorporating stress reducing practices into your daily routine can make a tremendous difference. This could be mindfulness meditation, yoga, journaling, deep breathing exercises, or whatever helps calm your mind. The goal here is to process and release that stress during the day so it doesn't follow you into bed at night. Now, you might be wondering, is all this effort really worth it? And I'll say yes, it really is. Let me tell you about the benefits of prioritizing healthy sleep hygiene because they're pretty incredible. First, improved cognitive function. Adequate sleep enhances cognitive processes like memory, attention, and problem-solving skills. It also supports creativity and learning by allowing your brain to process and consolidate information. Second, better emotional regulation. Good sleep is essential for emotional stability. It helps regulate your mood, reduces irritability, and enhances your ability to cope with stress. On the flip side, poor sleep is associated with an increased risk of mood disorders like depression and anxiety. Think about the last time you were sleep deprived. Were you patient and pleasant, or were you short-tempered and easily frustrated? Sleep deprivation amplifies our emotional reactions. Third is enhanced physical health. Sleep plays a critical role in your physical health. It supports immune function, helps regulate hormones, and contributes to cardiovascular health. Poor sleep is linked to an increased risk of various health issues, including obesity, diabetes, and heart disease. When we sleep, our bodies are doing important maintenance work, repairing tissues, regulating metabolism, and strengthening our immune system. And fourth, increased productivity and performance. When you're well rested, you're more alert, focused, and efficient in your tasks. Good sleep improves overall performance, whether you're at work, studying for an exam, or pursuing personal goals. We often sacrifice sleep to get more done, but ironically, poor sleep makes us less productive. It's counterproductive in the truest sense of the word. So here's the bottom line. Healthy sleep hygiene is the cornerstone of overall well-being. By incorporating these simple yet effective habits into your daily routine, you can significantly improve the quality of your sleep and consequently your quality of life. Remember, sleep is not a luxury. It's a necessity. It's not something to feel guilty about prioritizing. Not at all. When you prioritize sleep, you're investing in every area of your life. You will be healthier, happier, and more productive. You'll show up better for yourself and for the people around you. So tonight, I want you to pick just one of these habits to start with. Maybe it's setting a consistent bedtime, or putting your phone away an hour before bed, or creating a simple relaxation routine. Whatever it is, start small. Be patient with yourself and build from there. Your future self will thank you. That's all for today's episode on healthy sleep hygiene. Thank you so much for listening. And if you found this helpful, please share it with somebody else who might also need to hear it. Remember, for more positivity, good news, and uplifting messages, you can always go to guidinglights.org. That's www.guidinglights.org. And remember, prioritize your sleep, and you'll reap the benefits of a healthier, happier, and more productive life. Sleep well, my friends. And until next time, I'll talk to you later.